Once upon a time, there was a nameless city-state that wanted a patron. Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and Poseidon, the god of the seas, competed for the title. Whoever gave the better gift would win. Poseidon struck the great hill with his trident, and from it emerged a saltwater spring. Meanwhile, Athena stomped her feet on the ground, and from it grew the first olive tree. The people of the city and their king accepted the tree, thereby declaring Athena the winner. They were so delighted that they even named the city after the goddess, Athens. The Athenians are proud of their city. I would be too if I were in their shoes. We were just visitors, but we were already proud of simply being able to set foot in a legendary city that, after everything it has gone through in its long history, continues to stand to this day. Hey there, poor traveler, we are Vince and Josh. Countless people dream of visiting the great city of Athens one day. If you're one of them, well, you're watching the right video because we're about to share with you how to travel to and around the Greek capital even on a limited budget. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified when we upload new travel videos. Okay, so that was the story according to the Greek mythology. However, experts agree that it is more likely that the goddess was named after the city, not the other way around. With a recorded history spanning over 3,700 years, Athens is one of the oldest continually inhabited cities in the world and is regarded by many as the birthplace of the Western civilization, or at least many elements of it. Today, Athens is the capital and the economic, political, and commercial center of Greece. Although the municipality of Athens, or the city of Athens, covers an area of only 39 square kilometers wide, what most people outside Greece refer to as Athens is usually the entire Attica region, which is composed of the entire urban area of Athens and several other surrounding municipalities. Attica is home to almost 4 million people, which is huge, considering that the population of Greece is just over 10 million. Greek is the official language, but English is widely understood and spoken. Street signs are written both in Greek and English, so language barrier when going around shouldn't be a problem. Currency is the euro. Cash is still the most common, but credit card payments are widely accepted too. When is the best time to visit? Spring to early summer and autumn are the most comfortable in terms of weather and crowdedness. It's not too cold and not too hot, and you don't have to squeeze your way through human mazes that the summer peak brings. Summer also sees the prices of hotels and flights go up, so it's best to avoid it. Winter has its own perks too. Athenian winters aren't too harsh or unforgiving. Because it's a large metropolitan hub, it doesn't really go into hibernation mode unlike the small towns on Greek Isles. Most establishments and attractions are open year-round, but hotel rates and airfares go down dramatically, something budget travelers can definitely take advantage of. How to get a visa? Greece is part of the Schengen Agreement, so a Schengen visa is required for most nationalities. If you're a Philippine passport holder, we created a detailed step-by-step guide discussing the visa application process. You can find it on our website, www.thepoortraveler.net, or just follow the links in the description of this video. Athens is served by Athens International Airport, located in the suburban town of Spata, 27 kilometers from the city center. Its official name is Athens International Airport Eleftherios Venizelos, after an eminent former prime minister. The airport is not too big, which is great because you don't need to walk long distances looking for a check-in counter or gates, but it's brimming with discoveries. Plenty of dining options both on the arrival and departure levels. There's even a mini museum inside. If you're flying from the Philippines or Singapore, the most cost-efficient way to reach Athens is to fly with Scoot. Scoot flights from the Philippines will have a layover in Singapore. You can take this opportunity to also tour SG while you're at it. From SG, the travel time to Athens is 11 hours and 10 minutes. It takes 45 minutes to over an hour to reach the city from the airport, depending on your mode of transportation and the traffic situation. You can travel by metro, by express bus, by regular taxi, by welcome pickups taxi, and by Beat. What is the best option? It depends on many factors including the location of your hotel and whether you're traveling alone or in a group. If your hotel is near a Metro Line 3 station, take the metro, of course. The Metro Line 3 directly connects the airport to the city center or any other metro line. Fare is only €10, but if your return flight is also via the same airport and is scheduled within the next 7 days, you can buy a round-trip ticket instead for only €14.
And ang pupuntahan naming station is may Omonia. Ang ticket na to is €10. One-way ticket lang to guys from airport to Omonia. So may round-trip ticket sila na €14. I think, yeah, €14. And, yeah.
If you're traveling solo and on a tight budget, the express bus is the cheapest option. There are 4 routes, but if you're going to the city center, the bus you want is X95. But if you're a group of 3 or more, the most convenient is either the taxi, welcome pickups, or Beat, which is their local version of Uber or Grab. Any of these is great if you're a group of 3 or 4 because it will end up cheaper per person than taking the metro. Because most key tourist attractions in Athens are close to a metro station, you'll probably be using the metro more often than other modes of transportation. The Athens metro system has 3 lines. Line 1 or the Green Line can lead you to the ferry that can take you to the Greek Isles like Santorini. Line 2 or the Red Line connects the Acropolis and Syntagma. And Line 3 or the Blue Line will link you to the airport. How much is the ticket? Thanks to the city's new integrated system, getting around Athens is much easier now even for first-time visitors. The system now uses only one ticket for multiple journeys valid for the metro, buses, trams, and trolleys within the city, except those coming from or going to the airport. Tickets are available in the following types. The number of rides or transfers isn't counted, but each ticket is valid for the specified time. For example, if you get the 90-minute ticket, you can use it for as many times as you want until it expires 90 minutes later. And yet, you can use it on virtually all means of transportation within the city. The metro, buses, and trams are all covered. The following are the only exceptions. You can buy tickets from manned booths or from automatic ticket issuing machines or ATIM, installed past the entrance of every metro station. By default, these machines are in Greek letters, but there is an English option. Just tap on the English button and follow the instructions. Don't forget to validate your ticket. Yes, validate. Whether you're taking the metro, the bus, or the tram, you'll find ticket validating machines installed by the entrance. You need to validate your ticket before boarding the first time. But you only need to do it once. Do not lose your ticket until you exit the station of your final destination. And make sure you have validated your ticket correctly. Inspections are sometimes done, and if you're caught with a non-validated ticket, you'll be fined 60 times more than the original cost. That's an €84 fine for the 90-minute ticket. Where to stay in Athens? When we asked our local friends where in Athens first-time visitors should stay, one of them responded with, if you can see the Acropolis towering above you, that's a good place. And after our trip, I began to understand and agree. The best places to stay in Athens are the areas surrounding the Acropolis because that itself is the center of the city. From the Acropolis, almost every other site that could be of interest to tourists is within walking distance. These neighborhoods include the following. These are all easily accessible and have the whole gamut of lodging options spanning budget hostels to boutique apartments to upscale hotels. Countless restaurants are also present, although most of them cater more to tourists than locals. If you're planning on visiting multiple archaeological sites, you might want to take advantage of the special ticket package, which costs only €30 but will give you access to a dozen attractions, including the following. In comparison, the Acropolis ticket alone costs €20 already. Another budget tip: some museums in Athens can also be accessed for free if your timing is right. For example, the Acropolis waives admission fees on the first Sunday of every month from November to March and on the following dates. As in most cities in Europe, restaurants at touristy places are often more expensive than usual. Plaka, for example, isn't popular among locals because most prices are higher than what they would pay for elsewhere. But you'll find the exceptions when you go out of the main street. Often, there are good restaurants tucked not too far away, but you just need to know where to look. Generally, however, restaurant food in Athens isn't as expensive as those in Western Europe. Here are some of the restaurants and Greek dishes we were able to try. When eating at restaurants, locals usually just round up the bill, but a tip of 5 to 10% is also common at touristy places. Some budget-friendly food options are gyro and souvlaki. Beef or chicken gyro costs 2 to 4 euro, while souvlaki 4 to 6 euro. A serving usually comes with meat, onions, fries, and yogurt sauce. It's cheap, filling, healthy, and delicious. Although this is a budget travel guide, we still encourage you to splurge when you can. If you can afford it, treat yourself and experience as much as you can. If there is an upscale restaurant that you really want to try and you have the budget, go ahead. We always say, we're not in the business of promoting the cheapest ways to travel. We are on a journey to find and share what gives the best value for money, and only you can decide what's worth it. It's also a great way to help the local economy. Beware of pickpockets, especially on the metro.
First 2 hours ko sa Athens, nanakawan ako ng phone. Oh no! Pero ganito kasi nangyari, guys. Kanina sa train kasi biglang nag-jam yung pinto. Gusto ko makalabas and gusto ko makatulong. Tumulong ako sa pag-force yung pinto na bumukas. Ayun, di ko na malayan. Pagkaba ako ng station, pagkaba ako ng phone, wala na yung phone. Nakaalis na yung train. So ayun, ingat kayo sa modus na yun.
We're running over time, so we'll just reserve this section for another video. If you don't want to miss it, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're in the know when we publish new content. If you have questions, sound off in the comment section below. If you need more information about traveling around Europe, you'll find comprehensive travel guides with sample itineraries on our website, www.thepoortraveler.net, or check out the links in the description. You can also follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Just look for @thepoortraveler _L. You may also tune in to the Poor Traveler podcast on Spotify. That's all for now. Remember, plan smart, travel safe, and make every trip worth it.